quiz.
Thank you very much. Sorry.
Yes, please. Dr. Tumishe, please, can you do well to probably resend the timetable so that people can, have it again? And if there will be any reason why, some adjustments will be made, you also be told.
Please, moderator, can I speak now?
Yes, sir, you can speak, sir.
All right, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I was recently added to the group and I participated in the last Friday's training. Unfortunately, I didn't know a quiz would be coming up. I think I contacted you. So in summary, this will be my first quiz. I don't know if I would be requiring any information that may guide me through. I would appreciate that, please. Thank you.
All right, thank you for your question. The quiz is actually going to be on Google. Like we are using Google Form for it. But then if anybody has a better idea, you can always bring that up. If you have a better idea on how to do this quiz other than Google Form, like ideas are highly welcome. But for now, we are using Google Form, and so far, other trainings I've been to, Google Form have always been a format for taking quizzes like this.
Moderator is already 9:07. No?
Good evening. No, a little patience, please. You see the link soon.
No problem. You're welcome. Ma.
Please just give us a little minute to soon drop. Okay, for the person saying there is bad network where they are, I really apologize for that. But if there is anything, kindly let the oh, it hasn't dropped yet. Kindly let the secretaries know they will address that duly.
Please, Ma, can I ask a question with respect to the clinical pathway lesson that took place last week?
Yes, please. Oh, I didn't know I was muted. I was muted. Please, you can ask it while we wait for the link to drop.
Okay, how can I get the slide? How can we get the slide, please? I I don't know how to contact.
Okay, you contact the secretaries, that's the class coordinators, Tumisha and Victoria. Their contacts may have to be resent to the group chat.
Please help us do so, Ma.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay, the quiz link has dropped. I don't know if we can see it. Can anyone hear me, please? Hello, can anyone hear me? Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes,
Please,
but it's not
this
opening.
is the
No,
quiz link. Not,
it's
no.
it's not opening.
there any other person having same challenge?
Yes, it's saying the train-the-trainers program is no longer accepting responses.
Yes, it's not opening from this one.
Not opening here.
Try contacting the owner of the phone.
If
Yeah,
you think.
Please just make it as accepting responses.
Supposed to start accepting responses.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, into this.
Afternoon, please. I'm not okay. Yeah.
Can we try this out?
Yeah, good evening. But it's not opening.
It's still not opening. This second link.
The second link is opening.
Okay, the second link is opening. That's beautiful.
Yes, it's opening.
Okay, so we have 15 minutes. It's opening. I'm glad to hear
Training
that.
quiz.
Yes, please. So meet training quiz. So we have 15 minutes for it. So
Please, can
I'll
you
send
resend the link, please?
it.
I was
Okay.
logged out. I just came back in and it's not showing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Here's the link again.
It's opening.
Yes.
Oh, it's opening. So our time has started. I'll be sharing my screen. So the time has started running. Please, if there is any challenge anywhere, I'll be at the chat box here, expecting our answer, our questions, anything. Please do well to communicate. If you're not able to type, you can also speak up too. I think that will even be faster so that you can get prompt response. Thank you. And good luck to you. So you can put off your video, anything, just so that you can concentrate. Please, ma, that's Uzo Nneka Ifeanyiwa. Are you still having challenge with opening it? Is this the first time you are trying this quiz? Okay. Abdulwasiu Lawal, please, can I hear you?
Hello, hello, moderator. Sorry, can you hear me
Yes,
now? I was
I can
out.
hear you well.
All right. Is with one of the questions.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Hello, I think question 6 has an issue. You're supposed to be able to type the answer, but there is no option for typing. And the options given does not correlate with the question. Question 6.
Sorry, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, you can be heard.
Yeah, the network is messing me up over here. So it's regarding question number 6. I think the
Okay.
format of the response doesn't match the question. Please kindly look into it.
I can't see the link. Now, group chat.
Okay, let's keep that. Let's keep that. Kindly skip question 6.
Oh my God.
There's a required question. All right, let me send a new link now. Sorry about that. I just sent a new link. Probably we could try that again.
So does that mean we should discard the one we're currently working on?
Yes, and I really apologize for that. I'm really sorry about that.
So you have
Meaning
to
that you
reset the
increase the time
timer.
for us.
Definitely, I will set the time too. Okay, the time has been reset. I'm really sorry about that. Please, if there's anything, I'm still here to attend to questions.
Baby. Child, what is happening? I should have a network issue.
Please, anyone else having challenge with the new link?
Yes.
Hello, Chidera.
Yes, ma.
Please, I did not see the link. Oh. I can't see it. I can't find it.
Okay, I'll resend shortly.
The link isn't working for me.
It's not working for. Is there any other person the link is not working for?
Sorry, is it just me? The link you sent. Oh, I've seen another one. Don't worry.
It's okay
Yes,
here.
new one was sent. I will keep on resending for those that get logged out.
I don't think mine is a logout issue. I had this issue last week and I complained to Tumife, a bit Tumishe, sorry. But like she didn't really address the issue. So I thought maybe it was because she sent it on WhatsApp. But like I'm trying it now and it's still not working. But this is not my first quiz.
Mhm. Oh,
All right, please send me a message on WhatsApp right now. Let's address it now on WhatsApp. That's the lady that just spoke, please.
Do you mean privately or on the group?
Privately.
All right.
damn. Vabbè. Wọ́n ti rìn lọ́jọ́ kan ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan tí mo ti ráyè bá wọn ṣe wọ́n ṣe self assessment ẹ̀ẹ̀kan mo tí ì mo rò pé mo ráyè kan tó fún yàn sáà pé 70% attendance Friday ẹ kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn ní minister conference orí ẹ̀kejì oṣù gbọ́ngbọ́n.
Excuse me, please, we are doing something. We can please help us to mute individual mics, please. There's distraction here.
Karen Olo, kindly shoot.
I'm sorry, please. I used the the second link sent for the quiz, and then I submitted, but now I can't. I noticed that another link was sent, and now when I try to do it, especially because of question 6, I am not allowed to like submit twice. So now I can't answer question 6 as in fill in your answer because there's a different link, but it's still connected. I don't know if you understand.
Okay, don't worry, I'll check it from the back end. Thank you. All right, we have 5 minutes gone already.
La Côte d'Ivoire expérimentait dans l'Afrique. C'est quoi?
Now, wow.
I'm sorry, please, Dr. Eleke, please, I've not been able to access the quiz to correct question 6.
All right, we have less than 5 minutes to go now. Those that responded can still stay on the call so that we'll just have a brief discussion. Okay, we have less than 1 minute to go. Less than 1 minute to go. All right, time's up now. I want to believe that we've all tried our best. Although a lot of people, okay. Maybe I could give 1 more minute to see if I can get more responses. I don't think people are still submitting at this point, so we can close it up at this point. All right. I want to believe everybody has been able to submit and I've given enough time grace. So, all right. Good evening once again. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Okay, those are having 0/0.
evening.
I didn't want to give it a score because there are some things that I would like us to have in place first before we can, go to that. But hopefully with time we are improving because this is the first batch that will be having, quizzes like this for the training. And just like I mentioned earlier, the aim of the quiz is to help us evaluate ourselves, find out where we are missing it or where we should have better understanding and fix that. And yes, the quiz was not scored. That's why you're having 0/0. There's no score. There is no score. Unlike other ones that we've done. All right. So we'll be having a very brief discussion right now. But before we go into that, I would like to hear our challenges, aside the fact that the link had to be changed because the question was not properly done, for which I really apologize for. I would like to hear maybe ways that we can do things better, things like that. I will give like maybe 1 or 2 people to speak speak.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is in school for us
Sorry, I
who
can't
have
hear you so
been
well. I don't know. Or is
hello,
it just me?
can you hear me?
Okay, I think I can hear you better now.
Yeah, so this is like evening school where some of us will be practicing for over 30 years, and it's a lot of struggle for me to do it. Possible to give like a head up, like
Please, I can't hear you. I don't know. Is it just me? Can you use the chat box, please? Because I really want to hear what you have to say.
She's saying there should be a heads up for the quiz.
Hello?
But I think it's just the timetable that was not reviewed.
Hello?
Okay, that there should be heads up for the quiz. Actually,
Yes,
the timetable
we should just check
captures.
the timetable.
Yes, the timetable was sent at the beginning of the training. Although I'll ask the class coordinators to also resend. So I believe that we should have gone through it before now to know that today is going to be quiz. And sorry that maybe you would have prepared better if you had, prior information. But I think this is a call for you to go back to the timetable. Like almost all the topics, they even have the learning objectives to help you prepare beforehand. Okay, I have Clara Ezichukwu Ezekwibe. Please, can I hear your question?
Yeah, thank you very much, the Chidera. Mine is not really a question. It's more of a should I say contribution? But then I've been on the YouTube, like I didn't know the Zoom link was sent because when I entered the group chat, when it was, let me say 8:30, we were told that okay, the class will be 8:50. I logged in by 8:50. I didn't see any link. So when I later saw it by I think 8:53, it was just the YouTube link that I saw. And of course I did the quiz and I submitted. But I've been in the YouTube link and so many people were asking where is the link? Where is the link? I had to go back again to check. That was when I announced. So thank God that the link was resent. So I had to follow the next circle of class. That was when you send out the link. So I think we should just stick with, if we are working with, I would really like to suggest, if you're working with Zoom, we can stick with it. Then if we're working with YouTube, we can also stick with it, because as at when I left the YouTube, people were still there, and I don't know if some of them, and if we check, we are not up to 100. People were still there. On a normal, we're usually more than 100. Then the overflow, we go to Zoom. But as at when I left YouTube, people were still there, and unfortunately, I didn't go back to say, oh, the link has already been sent. Like, I just came in and saw the quiz that started, and I started doing my own quiz. I don't know, it's a bad on my own side, but I believe this thing would make some people to miss the quiz. They wouldn't know because I joined in a little bit late, and I still submitted my quiz.
Okay, that's about sending the link to the YouTube, right? If I understood
Yes.
everything. Okay, thank you. I believe the class coordinators are also taking notes. Also, there was also a delay from my own end on making the link available. Thank you so much for that. That has been duly noted. This person here is Ido Wombo. I'm sorry if I didn't get your name pronunciation well. Please, you have the floor now.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Dr. Chidera. It's
Good
Ido
evening.
Wombo. You tried to.
Ido Wombo.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Thank you.
my suggestion is since at the end of the day we want to all get everyone to have good knowledge of all we've been teaching. So since we record the sessions, is it possible for us to have the recordings? Because the slides, we all know the way slides are. They are just marked points. The explanations might not be so detailed, but if we have the recording, I don't know, is a suggestion if it's possible. So that as you read through, you can also listen to the recordings for those that just joined, because the link was resent for new persons to join. You are you are you can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I got that.
So if
Thank
the
you.
recordings can be sent as well, can be sent along with the slides, it will be most appreciated. Thank you.
Okay. I hope the class coordinators are taking notes. So probably at the end of each class, the recordings can be made available for those that would want to listen through again. Another
Yes,
idea I can also suggest to help us gain more, because most times quizzes may not even come from the slides themselves. It comes from what the facilitator said during the class. So it's not a test of how much you can cram or how much you can read. It's a question of, the level of understanding you have of the subject matter. Thank you so much. Okay, let's hear Mrs. Ngozi Ihukumere. Good evening, ma. It's always a pleasure to have you here. You can't be heard, ma. I think you are muted. Please, can you mute
Hear me
yourself,
now?
ma?
Can you
Yes,
hear me?
ma'am. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Thank you so much. You can not Mrs. yet. You can say Dr. Ngozi or Miss Ngozi.
Okay, doctor.
Is,
Oh, thank you so
or
much.
Miss
I've taken
anyone.
note of that.
Then the point I want to make is with regards to the questions, because if I heard you right, you said today's quiz is supposed to be more of applied. You said it's going to be an applied kind of question. So I was
Yes, ma'am.
looking for case studies, or I didn't see. Well, I'm not in a position to tell the examiner what to say. Well, I'm just wondering, because you said it's going to be applied, and I didn't see any case study. Or in fact, the second question to me was kind of ambiguous, like is more of, I don't see it as applied per se. It's more like theoretical. You have to go back to what you were taught. Then secondly, you didn't give score. I don't know the essence. If we don't really know what, it's not like is it could be like an encouragement or a prompt for us to work harder. For example, if we know our scores for now, let's say I scored 30 over 100 or 50 over, I will now be able to know the areas to like focus more. But now we don't know the scores. So I think it would be a good thing to know that regardless whether the scores are fine or not, you just know your strengths and your weaknesses. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. That has been really taken note of. So we'll be making use of, we'll be scoring. I didn't want to do the scoring so that people will not get discouraged, but probably we can implement that next time. I've taken notes. Thank you so much, ma. Then the applied, it wasn't going to be, an elaborate case study. It's just for you to see, okay, if you have something like this, how you'll be able to recall the things you've been taught, okay, and put them in a situation that you are faced. So not exactly an elaborate case study, but depending on the topic, the subject matter, it can define, how elaborate or, how the applied question is going to be. Because for someone who doesn't really understand or can't differentiate between competencies and behaviors, tasks and activities, you may not be able to, separate the two concepts, because they are, well, let's say, two concepts in one: competencies together with behaviors, tasks together with activities. So that's the aim. Thank you, ma, for the feedback. Okay, I have two more people. I think after that, move over to the next thing. So Suleiman Aminu.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I think, first of all, I would like to I recommend your effort really in particular, and as well the MRTV for organizing this type of development. Thank you very much. Secondly, even developing gradually, but I will please as much as possible to keep the we saw it on the group that we are starting at 8:30, and just for us to see that we are given 20. Good to wait for others, but please, I will suggest on part we can try as much as possible to keep the time, even though we know there are some other challenges. And then lastly, I think for the essence of this discussion, you to have discussion concerning the just concluded quiz to hear from us so that we know our level of areas of weaknesses. So I would like, let's not waste time more on the suggestion now, please. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Okay, regarding that, I've answered this a number of times. There is a timetable already that contains every information you need for this class, down to when this class is meant to end. So the reason why I even extended the time to 9 p.m. was when I found out from Tumishi that it wasn't, specifically stated that today is going to be quiz. I was like, some people may not even, let's just give grace. So ideally, the timetable is there for you to know what you're supposed to have each time. The topic, the learning objective, who is going to handle it, the timing, the date, everything has been covered. So that even if so that you can plan ahead of time, but then that has been duly taken note of. So please, this is a call for us to always take every information, because the feedback, or let's say what I'm gaining from this, is that most of us don't read through information on the platform, and it's going to help us if we always, anything that is sent, document, whatever it is. I understand that our schedules can be very busy, but we can always do well to, take time to go through the messages that are shared on the platform so that we can be carried all along. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, ma.
Okay, can we have Khadija Shita Abdullahi? I think that will be the last for tonight.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma.
Thank you for all your efforts. My own is just a question. I have been in the group since from the beginning. I have been following the lectures and what have you, even the quizzes. I have never missed any. But my question is, you said that for someone to get the certification and what have you, he has to score at least 70% and 70% attendance, if I'm not mistaken, or I remember.
Yes, please.
So does today's quiz among the quizzes that will be calculated, so that for the first time we didn't do good, second time yes we're improving because we're learning, and this one too, but this one shows 0 0 when we submitted. So is there any problem, or you can, I don't know, get my question please?
Okay, whether today's quiz is going to count?
Yes.
As attendance too, like whether it will count as part of the attendance?
A part of the quiz, I think you mentioned something like you have to score 70.
Okay. Anyways, today's one was not scored.
Yeah, that's my
It
question.
was not scored. So the scoring, I'm not taking. Yes, the reason why I didn't score it was that I just wanted us to evaluate ourselves.
Oh,
But
okay.
I see that we
We are
would
doing
have
better.
loved it if it's, just like Dr. Ngozi Hukumere suggested. So going forward, the mid-training quizzes will be scored.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
I just wanted to be an evaluation. If you look through the timetable, we're also supposed to have the breakout sessions, but because the Zoom capacity hasn't been expanded yet, that's why we are not having. Once we have everyone on the same platform, we'll have, something full-blown. The aim is to have it as elaborate as we can and as standard as possible.
Thank you.
You're welcome, ma. All right, I don't know why most people are leaving. The class hasn't ended from 90 something to 75 participants. It's okay. So I'm going to share my screen now just for us to have, an overview. So just like I said, the aim is for us to evaluate ourselves, see where we can do better and all that. So 99 people attempted the quiz. So how many domains are there in RCF? Please, can someone answer their... Okay, let me
There are
just...
5 domains,
There
ma.
are 5 domains, thank you.
Yes.
And some people still
Practice,
didn't get it
professionalism,
correct. Some people still said 7, 4, 6. Some said new.
practice domain, professionalism, leadership and management. What again?
Practice, professionalism, leadership and management, research.
Research. Yes.
Is there
And
anything?
then the other one I've forgotten.
Okay. Thank you for the attempt. Then levels of proficiency. There are 4 levels of proficiency: level 1, 2, 3, and 4.
The
Some
other
people
one is
feel
learning and
learning and development. Thank you. Thank you. Then level 1, everything you do is under supervision, but just within your team. Level 2, there is still supervision, but then you can now extend beyond your team. By level 3, you can supervise people, but you still can have to receive support from your superiors. And then at level 4, you supervise people and you do not require supervision at any point. Then a patient will refer to your clinic from GOPD. He came in aided by his caregiver. What RCF domain captures this? So you discuss the competencies, behaviors, activities, and tasks that are required of you as a rehabilitation professional. All right. This situation falls under practice domain.
Practice domain, yes.
Yeah, that's correct. Then for competencies, talk about patient-centered care involving the family members. Yes, wow. Whoever gave this answer, this is really elaborate. And we all know that behaviors are now, they are under competencies. Competencies are the things that you do. They see how you do them. Behavior is now how you do that while you are, while you are seeing your patient. Then activities are things you do, like history taking. I can see from this person's answer, assessment, and all that. Then the task now is now under the activities. So when you have your patients, you know that, okay, this is where this falls under. These are the things I have to do. And let me scroll through some of the answers. Practice domain, practice, the RCF domain captured. This person went to copy and paste. It's okay. But then I'm glad that we understood, what is it? Someone said professionalism. Oh, well, it's practice. That's okay. Obtain informed consent, do a comprehensive rehabilitation assessment. All right, that's good. Plan for discharge and continuing of care. At this point, this is not really the emphasis. Implement rehabilitation plan, evaluate. That's beautiful. So I can see that a good number of us have a good understanding of place the person at the center of communicate effectively. Yes, it shows that we have a good grasp of RUCF. All right, which is not a part of the structure and components of RUCF. Management and leadership, that's correct. Management and leadership is under domain. But when you're talking about structure and components, you have the core values, competencies and behaviors, activities and tasks, knowledge and skills, levels of competencies, then the domains themselves. Then for rehabilitation workforce, okay, 84 people got it all the correct answers out of 99. All right. Everybody listed here, they fall under rehabilitation workforce. So this goes to show that just a few people don't really understand or know everything that have to do with the rehabilitation workforce. So you have the psychologist, and this is based on the WHO document, and thankfully the registrar shared it. The registrar shared it on the platform, so you can do well to go back to it and get a full grasp of everything. The reason for some of this, the theoretical framework is so that when it comes to policy making and saying certain things, talking about your profession, you'll be able to understand it. And then when you have a full grasp and you speak, people will know that, or the people you are speaking to know that, okay, this person understands what they are asked or what they are presenting. Okay. Your typical audience as a rehabilitation professional will always be adults. What are the core principles of adults learning? You have self-directed learning, helping them to understand, they learn by themselves. Is problem-centered. Okay, someone said problem-centered here. Yes, it should be directed to solving real tasks. Self-mode. Okay, experience-driven too. Yes. So these are part of the things that, behind the quiz today. So aside that, you should also know the theory. When it comes to practice, how are you able to implement them-centered experience driven? That's all right. Best learning. Visual auditory, no. VAC has nothing to do with this. VAC is the different learning models. They learn best when they know why something is important. They like to have control. This is also correct. Then the last question, an example of physical props used for learning. The only correct answer here is anatomical models, because you are using it physically to demonstrate, okay, this is what I'm trying to explain. Sometimes you see the skeleton. Then when I was on posting women's health, we'll have a model of what the pelvic floor is like, and it's being demonstrated to both the patients, the students, and everyone. So at this point, we're going to call it a night. I don't know if anybody else have anything to say. It's already 10 o'clock. Does anyone have anything to say? Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Forward. All right. In absence of questions, contribution, thank you so much for participating in the quiz, and all the suggestions, everything has been noted down. Oh, thank you so much, Aisha Sada. So everything has been taken note of. So we hope that we get to do better. For those who couldn't submit on time, I think I will work with Tumisha and Victoria to find a way around it so that we can have 100% next time. I don't want us to have complaints anymore. So by the next quiz, next class, we hope to have something better. This is the first time we're having quiz like this for the RCF training, and suggestions are highly welcome. Ideas, anything. No man is an island of knowledge. All right. Thank you so much, my chief.
Thank you. You've done so well. You guys are doing great. Well done.
Thank you, ma. All right, at this point, we'll call it a night. The coordinators will send the timetable and every other information that you need. Just channel your queries to them and they will handle them promptly. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Okay, good night.
everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good
night. See you. Bye.
That there are 3.5
Bye.
nights, everyone. Acute malnutrition. That's a really high number. And severe acute malnutrition is the worst form of malnutrition. And if the child, he or she, has severe acute malnutrition, if they are not treated, they are at risk maybe 11 times to die compared to another child. So it's a very, very high risk. And I think in Nigeria, I believe both the political and operational conditions are at the right place, because I've also heard as part of my briefing induction that malnutrition is treated something as a priority, as a national emergency, that the whole country has to come around and address malnutrition. Unlike other places where I have worked, the product that is used to feed children, there are factories in Nigeria that produce what is called ready-to-use food, that has migraine and supplement that treat the children. In other places, it has to be brought from abroad, so it's more expensive. It takes more time, but this is also a good condition.
In the health sector, the Executive Director of the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Muyi Aina, says the administration of President Bola Tinubu remains committed to strengthening Nigeria's healthcare system under the renewed hope agenda. She had an event in the distribution.
Children.
Of the equipment that we are receiving today will be a total of 1,603 of them. It's with the support of Gavi, with the support of UNICEF